Get on to this co-main event and start talking about these young ladies that are competing tonight. What we just saw inside the Tuff cage is just so indicative of the Meyer brothers. Barry and Jeff do such a nice job of supporting young, budding mixed martial artists, even when they don't have to. Like tonight, they awarded belts to a couple of guys that trained really hard, had title fights lined up, and then their opponents weren't able to make the fights, but still, they went out of their way, got some belts made, and awarded them to them. Just a nice show of respect for these young fighters as they're on their way up.
Absolutely, and not to mention the fantastic tribute to Mighty Mia Hayes as well.
Mia Hayes was a fantastic
individual.
Yeah, she was just such an inspiration. She was fighting spirit. So excited to see Rachael Cummins back in the cage, standing at 5'9", 125 pounds. She is 27 years old, looking for a little bit of redemption tonight.
Yeah, wants to go pro after this fight as well, so certainly wants to walk out of here with a win. Interesting note, 4 of her 5 fights have ended by submission. 2 of those she's been on the winning side of, 2 of those she's been on the losing side of. So interesting way to see how it plays out. A lot of times early in people's career, we see them really succeeding at striking or really succeeding at grappling. Just had kind of a
And Courtney Casey at 25 years old stands 5'7" as well, 125 pounds. Hometown is Mesa, Arizona, and she is coming in tonight with a really nice record, 5-1 as an amateur, John.
Yeah, opened her career at 1-1. Won her debut. Her loss was to Emily Peters-Kagan, who we've seen in the Tough Enough cage, and has since reeled off 4 straight victories. 2 of those came in a 2-week span.
In there, puts her hands on her opponents, and she means business. Love watching her compete inside the cage. Great to see this rematch come together because that first fight was a fun one. I enjoyed watching it just from the fans' vantage point. I would say a lot of people certainly enjoyed it, and that's why they said, you know what, you girls want a rematch? We're going to make it our co-main event tonight. You girls get in there and do it for a full 3 rounds. 2 minutes on the clock for each of those rounds. They'll have 6 minutes to try to get the job done.